So have any of you guys heard of this called the MDK project? Well, the MDK project, it's just like alpha male boot camp thing where you have a bunch of dudes doing like some sort of marine training. Like you would have a bunch of sad saps who would pay thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars to go and basically be yelled at. Like they're military like marine LARPers is how I put it then. How will your son know when he's a man? A rite of passage for your son as he becomes a man. A father and son experience that will be remembered forever. Now, this clearly is like meant to appeal to those like sad like single dads out there who's like they lost custody of their son or whatever, and they're like, I gotta like be a good father to my son, right? So he set him up though in this weird alpha male boot camp thing, not just for the son, but also to boost up the dad's ego.
We are now officially at class number 12 of the Squire program. I think the most successful men on the planet are some of the people that can do hard things with enthusiasm.
Life ain't gonna be fucking fair. You're gonna get fucking cheated, stolen from, fucking kicked in the teeth when you're—
A girl's gonna break your heart one day and you're gonna go to a job interview and the boss is not gonna like you because he's just jealous or he's an alpha male unlike you.
down and still fucking dominate and still win and keep driving fucking forward.
Because we believe in hard work. Be different. Don't be a little bitch. Like, that's the implication, right?
Nobody's gonna respect you.
No one's gonna respect you unless you like crawl for miles and play mud wrestling with other boys. Oh, man.
All men, young and old, want to know one thing. Do I have what it takes?
I mean, like, yeah, you can develop all this stuff here, but you really have to like spend money on this stuff here. You really have to like take advantage of sad loser dads over here to do that. I'm not really sure about that. For most boys, there is no defining moment or experience that tells him he becomes a man. Oh no, bad for you guys. There are a lot of like 25 to 35-year-olds actually who are going through that scenario there, but the boys themselves are not going through that. They're not, right then? Like, you can say that the current generation of men right now were brought up soft because of like a lot of data and science shows actually that if you become ultra like strict to your kids actually, they're not always going to pan out well. However, though, we're also training them to complete pushovers, and also the Gen Xers and the generation before that actually, we did allow our kids to like, and even like young people like me, to consume way too much media. Like the opposite end of this in terms of like really bad toxic stuff happening here is this here. And I'm not calling like everybody like who watches Sonic the Hedgehog like autistic, but it's the idea here that there is like a link between like Sonic the Hedgehog here, and along with like Thomas the Train, or like kids cartoons, or even anime and some video games. Like, there is something to say that there are like man children out there who are overly way connected to this stuff over here. It doesn't really like Funko Pops exist here, because there is like a masculinity issue going on here that I do believe is true, where there's a lot of like men children who are like 25 to 37, 35, 36 years old here, and they just struggle growing up. Like, it used to be a thing, like, if you're, like, 32 years old, actually, you should be working on a house. Nowadays, we have 32-year-olds right now who are, like, struggling to date. We got 32-year-olds who are struggling to go, like, get a house now or try to finance themselves. And that's where we're currently at right now.
Crawl, go crawl.
Yeah, go crawl.
None of you?
Yeah, none of you guys crawl.
Are you kidding
Nobody
me?
wants to laugh? Ask a question?
No, that wasn't even a trick question. That was a serious question. Like, who wants to go crawl? Who wants to go have some fun and go crawl in the fucking mud? None of you. You all just want to stand there. You came here to stand here. Anyone of you could just go do it. The rest of you could just stand there and watch them if you want. Anyone that wants to go and get some more work in, go get some work.
So these kids are actually like, do they crawl or do they not crawl? That's like the choice here.
We're not telling them to go.
Second thoughts. Are you kidding me? You walked over there and then walked back over here?
Remember, these guys are not forcing these kids to do it actually. It's your choice. Like, I think it's important, like, as a man, you should be able to recognize your agency and your ability to make choices here, right? Don't be peer pressured by others to do something you don't want to do. I think that's a very safe thing to, like, I think, like, young teenagers, like 12, 14, 16-year-old, like, boys should learn to not give into peer pressure, right? So, this is, like, drill sergeant here is telling them, hey, like, we're not making you do anything, right? Like, where is it? Wait, where is it over here? He tells them, like, don't give to peer pressure. You're not forcing them to do anything. he's giving the
We're not
kids
telling
an
them to
agency
go.
here. See? I'm not telling them to go. Okay.
Second thoughts. Are you kidding me? You walked over there and then walked back over here? What are you doing? What are you going back and forth for?
Get out there, boy. It was a trick question. You failed.
So it was a trick question. That's enough, because like like in the beginning, he like this isn't a trick question, by the way. So like that's gnarly. So then he then has them like go do it. So what's the point of that? Yeah, see, it's not a trick question. You saw that? It's not a trick question. And so why did he tell him it's a trick question in the end? Then like it's ridiculous. Like what is this like really exactly doing here? Is what I'm confused about. Like what are you teaching these boys to do? Like, if they don't, like, by the way, I do believe that, like, boys should listen to elders a lot more. I do believe that. I think there are a lot of, like, disrespectful little punks out there that do exist. However, though, in this scenario here, you're giving them a choice. And then these same kids here gave a choice to not crawl. And then you get on their butt about that. What does that say?
Fucking kidding me? All right, let's try this from the push-up position. Maybe this will work better. Let's all drop into the push-up position. Maybe then we'll focus a little more. Three of us understood that command. That is excellent. If you get this wrong, I'm gonna come by and kick everyone in the fucking ribs. You're gonna have your head up so you see who I'm pointing at. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7,
8,
9,
10,
11,
12, 13,
14, 15, 16, 17,
18.
19,
20.
21, 22.
Oh, their all heads go down.
Oh, you guys are gonna
And then they gotta go do it again, actually.
So strong.
They gotta do it. And then, like, you got these, like, grown men here, or in their 40s here, just laughing at these children.
You're gonna get either real fucking disciplined and smart, or real strong.
And, like, how is it supposed to build, like, with their... How is it supposed to be a father-son thing? It's not a father-son thing. It's, like, the father being, like, bitched out along with his son in front of some, like, LARPing, like, drill instructor guy. And then you're paying thousands of dollars for an ice bath. That's all it is. And you're not directing your son to the ice bath. You're only having him do this stuff because you paid some schmuck to tell your son to do it for you. And they're not even in an actual, like, field for soldiers.
We're gonna start there and go there.
These guys have the most easiest jobs ever. Just be a total a-hole and make thousands of dollars. Hashtag masculinity. What the heck? Okay, this one I do kind of like, actually. But at the same time, though, like, I get the idea of, like, hey, look, it's a dad leading his son, and it's a matter of trust. I get that. But to have actual pins over here? Oh, my lord here. Like, I don't know if that's actually real barbed wire, but if it is real barbed wire, that's messed up here. But to have real pins here, and there are a lot of, like, bad dads and really out there, actually, then, and a lot of, like, dumb sons who can't follow instructions here. But in this scenario here where, like, something bad happens here, gosh darn. This is terrible. This is gosh darn terrible here. The Squire program. Okay, hey guys, if you want to like be a terrible father, or if you want to be bitched out in front of some LARPers, here's how you do it though. July 26th, typically California, Illinois, Houston, Texas, or Seattle, Washington. Go appear behind some Walmart or some Safeway somewhere, or a grocery outlet, or a 7-Eleven, and you can do the same stuff as this over here. Let's go. Bring your son to a scenario where he's going to be miserable while also setting up, though, to potentially get hurt or be traumatized from this stuff here. I feel like it's very targeted. And they're taking advantage of, like, how sad and lonely a lot of men are today. Like, why every man must go through adversity. And then some, like, lonely guy who's, like, 34 years old who probably went through a divorce and, like, lost custody of his son. Could probably see his son maybe once a week. And then they're going to watch a video here, and then they're going to drop money into this. I think it's very opportunistic, and I am not a fan of this, like, very, like, A, it is toxic, and B, very targeted, and, like, C, very manipulative.